Appreciate you waking up with us and turning us on. I'm Curtis Wilson.
I'm Tyler Ryan, 501.
It is Thursday, close to the weekend.
Thursday it is.
Ooh, boy, it was pouring just a second ago.
Yeah.
Downpour.
Yeah, it's dreary. It's not fantastic out there. How about all that smoke yesterday too?
Yeah, I didn't see the smoke though. Where was that at?
Basically everywhere.
Really?
On I-20 heading home. Yeah, about noontime. I went out on the lake yesterday afternoon. It was just like a haze and smoke you could smell. There was a lot of wildfires. There's actually a lot coming down from the north as well.
Oh, okay. I was in Manning yesterday. I didn't see any smoke though.
Yeah, it was certainly here for at least like about 12:30 or so when I was going home.
Got it.
On I-20 over the Broad
Got
River.
it.
But yeah, I think we're going to continue that. Although the dampness will help get rid of some of that smoke.
Well, that's good.
But it's going to be kind of a dreary day today. I know.
As long as you say the weekend's good.
I think the weekend's going to be okay.
See, people are happy.
See, there you go.
All right, you've heard this before. Great Scott, right? The search continues for an iconic guitar from the 80s classic. Since Back to the Future's release in 1985, filmmakers have launched a search for the iconic cherry red Gibson ES-345 that Marty McFly he played in the film. Well, the instrument's creator, Gibson, is asking the public for help to track it down, as it turns about 40 this year, this movie does, and as also the company produces a new documentary about the search titled Lost to the Future.
Huh.
How'd they lose the guitar?
Props all the time. They throw them, they don't know the movie's going to be any good. They make a movie, they toss the props in a box and move on to the next movie.
And somebody says, I like this, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like,
offer them money, it'll turn up.
Right? Should I have not taken the guitar?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Could be like a page somewhere might have said, hey, can I have that guitar? Sure, take it. Who cares? Back to the Future, a classic.
And of course, the other question is, what condition is it in?
Well, I'd hope whoever has it, they put it someplace cool.
You would think.
Yeah.
Like you said, they probably thought, this is nothing. Let me just give it to my kids.
Maybe not as nefarious as they may think.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Remember they were trying to find the Dorothy shoes from the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Well, that was somebody stole them, though.
Yeah, and he found them.
Yeah. I mean, so, all right, maybe. There is no place like home.
Here it is, your first trivia question. Which chemical element did Doc Brown need to power his DeLorean time machine? Plutonium, uranium, hydrogen, nobelium.
I believe it's plutonium or uranium. I think it's plutonium, because you need to get 1.21 gigawatts or get to 55 miles per hour in the DeLorean for the flux capacitor.
So which one you going with?
88. What did I say? 55. 88 miles per hour. It's on this side. No, it's on this side. It's on this side this time. Plutonium.
Nobody needs to guess. You're pretty much on point.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I've seen that movie so many times I can't even count how many times I've seen that movie. Did you saw that one, obviously?
I did.
Did you see the follow-up ones when he went back in time and then he went into the future?
Yeah, the latest one that was just on was he went back into the Western days, cowboys and Indians.
Yeah, I think that was the third one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How many were there?
There was 3.
Okay. I saw all 3 then.
I mean, where else are you going to go? I mean, you can go back in the history, go way in the history, or go a little forward. I mean, where else are you going to go?
Yeah.
Up, down. All I know is roads. Where they went, they didn't need roads. All right.
How profound.
All right, guys, today is Moonshine Day. You know we got to celebrate that, right? All right. Moonshine is an unaged, high-proof spirit made of corn, maize, malted barley, water, sugar, yeast, which is then processed and produces ethanol. Yeah, the stuff we put in our cars, we put in our bodies sometimes. And although it's called moonshine, and that's because it was transported during Prohibition in the light of the silvery moon. It's also known by white lightning, corn liquor, Mountain Dew. Oh, and these transports, by the way, also was the beginning of NASCAR. You see, when these runners were making moonlit deliveries, they did so in cars that appeared to be stock, but they had high-powered motors, souped-up shocks, and other tricks that led to the creation of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing. So there you go.
True facts.
True facts. A little white lightning. Man, that'll put hair on your knuckles, I'm telling you.
Have you had some?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Gotcha.
It's.
You drink it out of a jug where you put your finger in it and you put it on your shoulder?
Well, I didn't do it. I usually do the mason jars. Is where I keep mine.
Gotcha.
I mean, hypothetically, if I had any.
Hold on, did you just say that's where you keep yours?
That's where I would keep it if I ever were to have some, which I, of course, wouldn't because
Okay.
Real moonshine. You know, I gotta go.
Yeah, you do.
Did you hear about this young skullful of mush? This high school baseball player, he peed in the opposing team's water jug. This happened in New Mexico, at Rio Rancho High School, New Mexico. 16-year-old young skullful of mush. The entire JV baseball team got suspended from the league, or from playing.
For just his actions?
Yes. Yep.
I think that's unfair.
Well, it's disgusting.
Unless they had part in it.
And who knows? I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. But apparently, coaches and some players drank from the jug. He was initially charged for 15 counts of battery for each person who was affected. However, the district attorney's office decided not to pursue charges, saying that it didn't meet the legal definition of battery, which requires unlawful touching in a rude or bad way. Well, he's not going to get charged? It sends the wrong message.
No, my message is, how did the first person not know something was wrong and other people drink from it too?
Well, maybe. Maybe it looked like Gatorade.
It may look like it, but it won't taste like it.
No, I would think so. But that's absolutely, what is wrong with people? Why? I mean, I get rivalry. I get wanting to, beat them on the field, but why would you do that to somebody?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I know.
I think it sends the wrong message. I think you should face some kind of charge. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, world's a crazy place, man.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy place.
I say that all the time. It's not getting better.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. It will. We have to have faith, brother. Gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
That's right.
A convenience store owner in Thailand was caught off guard Monday by an unusual thief, a wild elephant. Well, the large animal was caught on surveillance, walking right up to the shop, used its trunk to move the freezer, and helped itself to some sweet treats. Store owner says it's not unusual to see the elephant pass right by the shop, but it never happened where it approached the store and did what this thing did this time. Park rangers were called and they eventually were able to coax the elephant away, but not before it ate several bags of dry bananas and some peanut snacks.
Little guy's hungry.
Yeah.
But I can't get past the fact that it's not unusual to see him stroll by.
Yeah, this is what they do.
Look out, there's Tommy. I'm just an elephant, hanging out. I'm on the road again. I got my trunk packed.
You know, but it's not like the elephant made a huge mess.
No, he's very careful.
Okay.
Nothing on packing my trunk?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the trunk. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Here's the trivia question. Which chemical element did Doc Brown need to power his DeLorean time machine?
That was plutonium.
There it is.
50% of people got it wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plutonium.
Plutonium. All right, we'll have another question coming up. Got another shot at it. This coming Saturday, June 7th, is National Trails Day
Okay.
in the Midlands. And of course, I want folks to get on out and check out some of these trails that are going on. Earlier in the week, I talked about the 8 hiking trails, but this
Right.
one here, just take a walk on a lot of these trails that are in and around the Midlands. Some of them are really good.
Just get outside. Get off your phones.
Yeah,
It'll be a lot easier.
absolutely.
Hey, this should scare the heck out of you.
What's that?
Research finds that AI acts differently when it knows it's being tested. It's smart enough to know if we're testing it, what our desired outcome. So it can play stupid, not quite, it can play its own games. And I think it really scares the heck out of me that it's self-aware enough. It's not too much further before it becomes totally self-aware and we're in like an iRobot situation.
I put nothing past AI nowadays.
It's scary.
It is crazy, for sure.
Have you? Remember I had a couple weeks ago. You put like a still photo in, you can get it
To move.
You have to dance around and do whatever you want.
And then there's a technology now that created man on the street interview. Guy was out there talking to a girl. Interview never actually happened.
Right.
But you're looking at it. Never happened.
Frightening.
It's crazy.
Right. Okay, you're real.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
I was wondering when you were poking.
Just making sure you're a real human being. Folks, he is. And devilishly handsome.
I'll take your word for it.
Let's go to weather.
Not poking you. And in humanity's attempt to be more eco-friendly, the first ever all-electric airplane had its first commercial flight. Yeah, that's right. Move over, electric cars. This rather odd-looking airplane made history on Tuesday. It's the first all-electric airplane to carry passengers to a commercial airport. The plane from Beta Technologies flew 45 minutes from East Hampton to John F. Kennedy International Airport. Kyle Clark, who founded the company, flew the plane himself. He said it only took about $8 worth of electricity to make that journey, too.
Listen, no way. I will tell you, my clicker works fine. All of a sudden it doesn't because the battery just dies like that.
Would you do it if you had a parachute?
No.
No, still.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, I hate flying anyway, but at least I know when gas tanks are full, they're full.
Austin was saying that it looks like you're pretty locked in when you're in there.
Yeah.
It's got doors, you know.
Yeah, you might be trapped though. You may not be able to get out. But yeah, nope. Give me combustion, baby.
How many
Gasoline.
like 500 flights, would that then convince you maybe to try it?
I'm still worried about
500
batteries.
successful.
It would be my luck that they'd be going to say, "Oh, batteries are fine."
It only takes that one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then we talked just a couple of weeks ago about the flying cars, and that cost a ton of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. $800,000.
I'm telling you, people can't drive on the roads. I don't want them flying next to me.
And how do you control that when you have problems with air traffic controllers right now?
Right? We have not enough people watching the friendly skies. People can't drive boats. Look how they drive boats. They're all crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
No, thank you.
It's coming, though. Can't stop technology.
Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy.
Yeah. Here it is, your second trivia question for today. What year was the first successful flight of an airplane? 1899, 1903, 1907, or was it 1910?
I think it's 07. I know it was in Kitty North Carolina.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk.
The Wright brothers.
Were they nice?
They told me stories of you. Lots of tales of how you failed.
Trying to fly. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. But when you actually gave them the information about really how to set that up, were you reaching back to the days when you used to fly on pterodactyls, or is it something else?
I don't know. I found some little transcripts and notes that you scribbled on the wall. Help us put stuff together.
All right. QR code is right here. How did you figure out fire? All right, I'm going 1907.
The flint rocks you left behind. 1903.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
I think it's 7.
The Wright brothers, 1903.
Well, I know who did it.
I'm just telling you.
Wilbur, and would you have taken that first flight? Quite honestly, not if you were there. No, I'm serious. Would you if you and I built this contraption? Would you be like, yeah, man, I'll give it a go?
You got to have daring people who are fearless.
It made us a little crazy.
Yeah, a tad bit of that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Post Malone is joining a whole bunch of other country stars who are opening up a bar in Nashville.
That's all they ever do. Everybody, you have a hit record, you'd open up a bar.
Yeah, 26,000 square feet. It's going to have a couple of different floors, 6 bars, 3 stages, large dining room, also the rooftop and whole 9 yards.
So like basically every other bar on Broadway.
Yeah,
They're all like that.
Pretty much.
Go to Nashville.
What you got?
All right, some things you should have on hand, just in case you have surprise. Now nobody likes unannounced guests.
Okay.
I can't stand it. Somebody wants
Just
to
popping up.
Yeah, I do not like a drop-in.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know you're coming. I won't answer the door. I'll look out my camera. I'm like, nah. Sit there. But for those of you who still get them, the unannounced guests, or maybe you got some guests coming over, always make sure you have tiny toiletries. A basket of mini toiletries. My grandmother, whenever she traveled a lot, but whenever she would always, clean out in the hotel rooms. She'd always take all the little
stuff,
shampoos and the soaps. She would have this big
toothpastes,
She always had it.
Q-tips, shower caps.
Oh yeah, shower caps.
Soaps.
I guess they do have shower caps. Yeah. Snacks, slippers or comfy socks. Here's some comfy socks, Curtis. Would you care for a crackers and some woolly socks? Extra hangers, of course, the coat space. This is an interesting one. Show me the Wi-Fi. So you can put, here's the Wi-Fi for the house.
Oh, for the house.
So that way the guest doesn't say, hey, what's
Just leave it out.
Yeah. You can do like on your networks though. I have a guest one at my house.
Oh, okay.
It says guest, so that way they can't get onto my primary network. But I have
okay.
a guest one.
Gotcha.
I do that.
Got them big mansions. You can do that stuff. Go ahead. What else? What else you got?
Charging cables, you need those for everybody, and simple games like a deck of cards. There you go. The must-haves to be a good host.
You play cards? Mm-hmm. What games do you play?
Well, I play Go Fish a lot.
Okay. I haven't played in a long time, but poker was my game. 21 blackjack.
Yeah.
Spades.
I used to. I mean, I used to play 5 cards. Was it stud or draw? I can't remember if I played both.
Stud.
But I haven't played poker in so long, I wouldn't even know where to begin. And
I declare war.
What is it?
You never played that game? You throw out a card. If I throw out a 2, you throw out a 3, you win. You see what I mean? The higher
war.
card wins. War. That's that. I declare war. I declare war.
Okay. I never heard it called I declare war. I just heard it called war.
No, you've heard it, right? Useless trivia. Thank you.
Ah, okay. I declare war. All right. Well, I declare weather. How about this?
Life in U.S. history has seen its fair share of ups and downs, but when do Americans think life? It should be an essay on there. Americans think life was great. In a recent survey, Americans were given a list of time periods and were asked to rank on a scale from excellent to terrible on how they were. So, when did Americans think life was the best? The Reagan era came in at number 1 with 57%, followed by the Clinton era at 55%, and the post-war baby boom at 51%. Here's a fun fact for you. Americans today say that life in America is just as excellent, 33%, as it is terrible, 34%.
Okay. I would agree with both those first ones, though. The Reagan generation, the 80s, oh yeah. And then I would love to, and I probably belong in the 1950s. I think I probably was born way too late. I mean, I belong in the 1950s when.
Well, you were there. How was it?
Engaging.
Well, Archie says you weren't born too late. You just lived too long.
Yes. I was born in the 1950s, buddy. I'd be singing about
1920s?
it. What?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
So the trivia question we asked you, what year was the first successful flight of an airplane?
It was 1903. We should bow to you for history, Curtis. That's true. 91%. Right? Is that 91% people got it right? You've got a good memory. That's all I'm saying.
Those birthdays then, if you have some up and coming, love to get them. Send your picture, age if you like, of course that name. Send it to facebook.com/Good Morning Columbia. We'll give you that great shout out.
Social security number, mother's maiden name, whatever you want to send along.
Firstborn. Archie saying something. William Crowder had some great information.
Yes, yeah, he did about the trending, and it looks like things are going down a little bit when it comes to APRs and mortgages. So that's good news.
Good deal. And he'll have some information for the weather as well coming up at the noon. And then you got your 5, 6, and 11. We'll circle it back around. Have a great day, folks.
Be good to each other, everybody.